You know, last week I was horrified to note that the head of the National Disaster Management Organization has been appointed to spearhead the Ashanti Region branch of the NPP in the registration exercise. And I said, NADMO? I thought it was an apolitical organization. So if NADMO staff are openly working for NPP, they are NPP members openly working for NPP and so on, when there's a disaster, how can NADMO answer charges of political bias if those charges are made? I mean, look, have our leaders stopped thinking? Unbelievable. Now, you go to the report on Achiresia, and we are told that some of the people who were involved in the altercation with Collins Dauda are people working with NADMO, and they were in the polling station working for the New Patriotic Party. All of us sounded a note of warning that in the midst of COVID-19, it does not make sense to compile a new voters register. We spoke and spoke and spoke. We spoke and warned that it is extremely reckless to be conducting this exercise in a COVID-19 era, especially when all the political parties agree that the old voters register is credible. Indeed, when officials of the Electoral Commission had given assurances that the old voters register was credible. Today, do you know what is happening? The United Nations has spoken on our registration exercise. Page 4 of the Ghanaian Times of today. Dr. Mohammed Ibn Chambers, the special representative of the Secretary General and head of the United Nations Office for West Africa and the Sahel, has spoken. Listen to the Ghanaian Times report. He has cautioned Ghana to guard against the further spread of coronavirus disease, COVID-19, in the ongoing voter registration exercise. This is not me. United Nations has found it necessary to make this comment. In a statement issued by his office yesterday, Dr. Chambers called for immediate enforcement of safety protocols to protect the citizenry against contracting the virus. This morning, all the newspapers are warning, they're spreading the alarm that look, this COVID-19 outbreak could assume proportions beyond a pandemic. Why? Didn't they know? Were they not told? What did the Electoral Commission tell us? The Electoral Commission came and told us that everything was fine. The government had given them all the necessary things they needed and so. Look at what is happening at the registration centers. Are you not alarmed? Already, we are getting close to 18,000 cases. 18,000 cases. And my prediction is that by the end of next week, we will hit 20,000 cases. This country, at best, the best estimate I've had is that we have 200 ventilators. Look at the number of people who are dying, including big people in government and so on, or associated with government. They're dying. If even big people in government are dying from this, what will happen to the watchman? People who have access to ventilators, people who have access to the Bank of Ghana hospital, people who have access to the modern hospital in Legon and so on, they are dying. What about you in Sakasaka in Tamale? What about you in Wa, who has no access to Kolebu, who has no access to the Bank of Ghana hospital? What about you in Pada? What about you in some small village, Gomwa Abura? What are you going to do? Even the big men who have access to ventilators and so on, they are dying. And they say that to keep their power, you should go into the queue without any precautions and go and die. What is happening, my brother? In any case, since this exercise started, I haven't seen any of the big men joining the queue.
Good question.
Have you seen any of the big men joining the queue? They don't join the queue. Again, it is the common people who are being asked to go and join the queue to go and die. What is this? What was the abiding necessity for us to have a new voters register at this point? What was the need? Just to satisfy the egos of people, and people are going to die? By the time we finish this registration exercise, we will all see the number of infections, if they will report correctly, if they will not hide the figures. Why put the whole nation at risk? And then when you say, they say, oh, so if you don't compile a new voters register, would we vote on December 7th? If you don't compile a new voters register, and we vote on December 7th, you cut the risk by 50%. You cut the risk by 50% because now you are adding voter registration to election day.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Cut it by 50%. Stop the voter registration exercise and let's see what will happen. Yeah. The level of recklessness is unbelievable. And to what end? For what purpose? I keep repeating what Mr. Peter McMenu said. Mr. Peter McMenu, head of the campaign team of the New Patriotic Party, first of all says that his party doesn't speak for the Electoral Commission. And I agree, that is the correct position. And then he tells us that with or without a new voters register, the MPP is capable of winning free, credible, and fair elections. So if you are capable of winning free, credible, and fair elections, my goodness, why do you impose this on us? And this is all just to make sure that some people win elections. Win elections for what? Me, I have decided that in spite of all these problems, I will register. You know why? I will register to make sure that this situation does not occur again. I will register to get the power to decide who controls the affairs of this country, to make sure that what we are in today will never happen again. That's why I'm going to register. I'm going to take the risk. In taking that risk, I am fully aware of the fact that I may not live long enough to cast my vote on December 7th. Because if I catch coronavirus in the process, where is the guarantee that I'll be living on December 7th? But I will risk it. I will try. Because we have to make a statement. We have to exercise our mandate to make sure that this nonsense never happens again in our history. What is this? Abba!